Jalen, what's your first All-Star memory as a fan?
Uh, I went to the Phoenix one when I was little. I don't remember what year that was, but that was a cool experience. My parents surprised me for that, so that was really cool. So doing that, I forgot. I don't remember the year, but we ran into Matumbo at like an arcade. So just like stuff like that for that weekend was really cool.
Now, Shea has won GQ's Most Stylish Man 2 years in a row. What is it going to take for you to beat him this year?
A lot more fan votes and a lot more followers.
Jalen, we've seen some gems from you on TikTok recently. On this team, who has the best TikTok game?
Probably Jay Will. Usually when he posts, he gets a lot of views. So I'm gonna say Jay Will.
Why does Shea keep hating on your TikToks though?
You know, like when you get older and you start losing touch with like social media, like that's Shay right now.
Hey. Jalen, the NBA went away from the rookie-sophomore game. Now they kind of mixed it up. Would you want to see the NBA bring that back? And if so, who would win?
I don't think I've been in the NBA long enough to really have too much to say on it, but I like the format. I think it's fun and competitive. You know, it gets like the G and kind of stuff like that involved because they're rising stars as well. So it allows more people to kind of be in the pool just because the NBA has a ton of talent. And then what was your second question?
Just like who do you think would win between the rookies and the sophomores?
Oh, well, being a sophomore now, I think the sophomore.
Same, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now, let me ask you a question. Stephon Marbury said that Shea is the greatest Canadian basketball player of all time. Do you agree?
Yeah.
That's your teammate, right?
Yeah.
All right, last one. LeBron, he's been playing since the Stone Age. What's your earliest memory of watching him play?
I remember like the Cleveland days, like young, like Orlando, like when he was going back and forth with Orlando, he hit the game winner. I think that's probably like around like where I would really remember it.
And he was like, what, 2 or 3 years old then?
Yeah, I might be a little older than like 8.
All right, then. Appreciate
Jalen,
you.
we're in Indiana, and the Indiana Fever have the number one pick for the WNBA. If you were the WNBA GM, who are you drafting number one?
I don't think you can get nobody else but Caitlin Clark, right? Yeah, she's hooping, and then also congrats to her. She just kind of broke a record that looked impossible. So congrats to her. But yeah, that's probably.
Thank you.
I imagine as you're going through the year, because you guys reset so often, it's probably tough to digest. All you guys are accomplishing, all your accomplishment. Just as you're here, around other young stars, around other real recognized, long-time recognized stars. What does this feel like? Is it affirmation of sorts?
Yeah, for sure. Lets you know that you're on the right path. It's also really cool to like just be around guys that you're not usually around, and being able to like kind of kick it with them too. So, but yeah, for sure, it's a good feeling. I think the break is more fun for me.
You know what do you think is the best aspect of this OKC team this season?
I think just our willingness to kind of trust one another while we're playing. It kind of shows on just how we play on a nightly basis. Everybody's ready to kind of play for each other, and we're young as well. So I think when you kind of mix those components, we have a pretty good thing going.
Who's your childhood favorite player?
Kobe Bryant.
A lot of people comment under your TikTok saying like this reminds me of elite AAU team. Can you talk about a little bit about like the team chemistry you guys have?
Yeah, I think that just stems from us being relatable as a team because we're so young. So we kind of mix in with the youth pretty well. But yeah, I think we just all get along really well. I think when you look at some of the best teams in the NBA, that's kind of just what happens in the locker room. We have good team chemistry. We're able to kind of trust one another, and like I said, being young, I think we're able to grow through a lot of experiences together just because we're all going through around the same kind of year. You know what I mean? Like we have 3 rising stars in our thing right now, so everybody kind of knows and has been in the same similar situation like a year ago. So
Right.
Would you be honest? Have you ever helped Shay come up with the captions?
I haven't. If you look at my captions, they're pretty regular. So he does a good job. I don't know if he has like a ghostwriter that's still up in the air, but I don't help him with his captions.
This is your second venture from captions? Are you taking any? Is it work at all?
No. I let him have his thing. I'll have my thing.
What's your thing? What's your thing?
I usually just look on Pinterest. There's usually something on there.
What's up,
Ghostwriter thing, what is it? Shea can't be that creative, you don't think?
I mean, he can. I'm just saying that circulated last year with the ghostwriter thing. I think he writes them. I hope he writes them. I'm tuning in just like you guys for when he does post.
Have you seen some sort of creative side from Shea that makes you believe it's possible that he's
He paints, he draws, he does a lot of other stuff. Obviously, you look at through his fashion too. Like, him being able to kind of go out, no stylist, and just wear stuff and paint and stuff like that. So yeah, he definitely has that creative edge, which is why I don't rule it out that he sits there and does that.
What's up, Jalen? If you could go back in time and watch any sporting event live, what would it be and why?
Any sporting event. I would say Game 7 of the Lakers Celtics in 2010. I think, what was it, 2009, 2010, that season? I think that would be really cool.
Okay, and if you could add one rule to the NBA, what would it be?
Hand checking.
Okay.
Dude, if you weren't in the NBA, what job do you think you want to be doing?
Probably on the business side of sports. I kind of like the business management aspect of it. So somewhere
And if Shea wasn't in the NBA, what job do you think he'd be doing?
something with clothes.
Yeah.
So
Jalen, you and Brendan Podebsky are coming out of Santa Clara. You're both pretty successful in your first 2 years. What has made your opportunity in your career at Santa Clara, ready for the NBA?
I think exactly that. I think when you are able to go to a school and actually get your opportunity to play and grow, through the experiences that you have, I think that serves you well. You look at the portal and how active it's been. Everybody's trying to find their fit. You're starting to see kind of like, I wouldn't say the decline, but everybody's kind of moving away from high major and just trying to go where they can fit in and get better as a player. And I think we both kind of had that opportunity. And now we're kind of making the most of it. There's a lot of our coaching staff also. We have the same coaches. Allowed us to play and kind of grow through our experiences that way. And I think that's kind of served us well that way.
Are you surprised to see him, start now for the Warriors that quickly?
No, he's a good player.
J-Dub, this is your second year playing with Giddy. Where have you seen his game improve the most this year?
I think just patience. It's only, what is this, his third year, right? I think when you're in the NBA and you're that good early, you want to kind of rush everything. I think with him just being able to be patient and understand what the game needs, I think he's, take a massive leap, in that regard. It's kind of been able to get us what we need on the court. And, no matter how teams are playing us, he's kind of figuring it out each game. And I think when you're a good player and you get looks like that thrown at you on a consistent basis where they're different each game, I think he's done a good job of adapting to that. And, I think that's a big reason why we've had a lot of success this year as well.
You're having such a great season yourself. You already have so much polish on your game for a young player. Where do you sort of see yourself improving, or where have you improved the most this year?
I think just confidence in, knowing what I like to do in the game of basketball. Kind of understand my spots a little more, where I like to be out on the court. Some of that's, players and having good players around you too. Others is, my coaching staff believes in me and draws good stuff up for me to kind of be where I want to be at on the floor. So it's a mixture of all that, and then just confidence. They allow me to go out there and just kind of play how I play and play mistake free.
All-Star game is a break in the season, but you guys are looking pretty good in the season. You think it's convenient for you guys with the break away from the season, or is it a blessing?
No, it's a blessing for sure. We play 82. It's a lot of games. So I think just it's a good break. I think we left the All-Star break with good momentum. We'll also be adding a couple more pieces on our team. So I think everybody's kind of excited.
What was your welcome to the league moment?
Bronze night, I think, when he broke the record. That was the craziest game I've ever played in. A lot of celebrities, and you won't be able to replicate that even in a playoff game. So just kind of having that was really cool.
No, for sure. And who would you put on your NBA Mount Rushmore?
Kobe, Jordan, Bronze up there. I'd put Magic and Shaq.
For sure. And who would be the worst teammate to room with on the road, and why?
I don't know. We got a good group. The worst? I don't know. I'm gonna say, I wouldn't say the worst, but Wiggs is one of the messier dudes on the team.
Sure.
Either him or Poku. Both of them are kind of messy, so I'm gonna say him.
Who would you not let drive your car?
Oh, Poke for sure. Poke drives. Poke or Jay Will.
And then the talk of All-Star is the conspiracy that Wilt didn't score 100. So I want to hear what you think about that.
We have a lot of videos of a lot of things back in that time period, and my stance is nobody pulled out a little record or whatever it is to do it. So more power to them for doing it. I'm not gonna take it away from them, but I don't think they have.
You guys have 5 guys here at All-Star representing the Thunder. Just what does that say about this group, and what's it like having so many teammates just in Indiana right now?
Definitely makes it more comfortable. You know, it allows us to know that we're kind of in the right direction. And then, yeah, it's just, you know, it's just a nice feeling, you know, and that your teammates are here too to kind of revel in your success as well as their success. So it works out really well.
Did you give Queso any advice for Rising Stars?
None, he's not on my team.
How much do I have to pay you to put on my AAU team this year?
A lot more than my NBA contract. Appreciate it.